Yo, what is going on, guys? I have a very special video for you all today. Today is December 10th, which marks 10 full years since Marvel Contest of Champions has launched. I've been playing for about 8 of those 10 years, which is just mind-boggling. And so, to celebrate the anniversary here we go. This is MCOC, the movie. Enjoy.
The Collector, and this is my battle realm. The world's greatest heroes and villains under my spell. Forced to fight in my cosmic contest.
Come on, buddy, unfreeze us already!
Fine, as you were.
Collect Marvel heroes, form alliances, face off in the ultimate contest of champions. Who's on your team? Download for free.
contest grows each day with champions ranging from the incredible to the amazing to the...
He did it! No! Right. Listen, I'm in the middle of a commercial. I'll call you back. Beep boop.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Oh, that's nice.
Collect Marvel heroes, form alliances, face off in the ultimate contest of champions. Who's on your team?
Chimichangas!
Download for free.
My battle realm is on edge. Friend versus friend. Alliance versus alliance. What will spark the next great civil war?
Got something to say? Yeah, those stripes make you look fat. Don't worry, we'll break for lunch soon.
Collect heroes and choose sides as the Alliance Wars rage on. Contest of Champions. Who's on your team? Download for free.
And we're back with Contest to Comments, the post-game show where you stay on top of all things Contest of Champions. Here's your host, Tentative Tivan, the Collector.
Greetings, Earthlings. We have a very special 2-year anniversary show tonight. The Contest of Champions has amassed some impressive numbers in these 2 years. More than 85 million summoners are currently competing. 5.4 billion champion teams fought in more than 24 billion battles. And that is only counting Earth, which is a second-class planetoid compared to... Anyway, let's roll the tape.
Hold on to your tights, contest fans, because it's time for the Brawls of the Week. First up, we got Ghost Rider launching his patented flaming halitosis to torch guillotines creme brulee. Next, we see the Sultan of Sulphur, Nightcrawler, unleashing his famous 360-degree German sucker punch against Kang the Conqueror. Followed up by Mortal, pounding the Civil Warrior's astral form into the lost and found dimension. And we close things out with the Mad Bug Karnak doing a bit of extreme weed wagging on a helpless Groot. Tim Bird.
Have your battle injuries in the Contest of Champions impacted your livelihood as a superhero? Call Nelson and Murdoch Attorneys at Law for a free consultation. Justice is blind, but we look out for you.
And we're back with Contest of Comments, the post-game show with a captive audience of billions across the multiverse. While my contest has achieved near perfection, some of my lackeys leave a lot to be desired. Therefore, I shift the blame for what you are about to witness entirely on their incompetence.
Crazy Collector's Unit's 4 ISO. Do you have old ISO crystals lying around? Crazy Collector will take it from your hands.
Now, what? We have an interview with one of my favorite champions, Spider-Man. Come on in, Arachnid. That Peter Parker is very amusing with his humorous quips and... Who are you?
I'm Spider-Man.
No, you're not. Where's Peter?
Probably trapped in a crystal or fighting.
Don't patronize me, imposter!
He's not the only spider person anymore, you know. There's loads of us. Okay, everybody. Group shot.
Deadpool, I demand to... What? Enough! Well, I had a lovely time. And I do hope all of you Earthlings did as well. Stay tuned for more exciting battles in the next season of Contest of Champions. We're just getting started. Play me out. Play me out.
What is this?
been wasting your potential, hiding under the shadow of an empty dream. But you can't hide from us. The dream is over, Bobby. It has evolved into a beautiful new era where the strong rule the world. Join us, and together we'll reveal your true power.
The ancient scrolls tell of 7 legendary companions who undertook a most perilous journey through the depths of the battle realm. A paladin, an elf, a wizard, a thief, an archer, a bard, and the fiercest warrior of them all, an angel without wings, wielding lethal blades of immortal steel. United by kinship and duty, they have fought together, facing countless dangers to help one of their own. But nothing could prepare them for their final challenge. A true monster unleashed, made of twisted root and thorn, with a booming voice that made the very forest tremble.
Subject 335667, Yandu Udonta, former leader of the gang of thieves known as the Ravagers. Principal weapon is a Yaka arrow controlled by his whistles. Subject collects animal figurines. After his ship crashed, collection is down to 1 damaged crystal frog.
Amateur.
Subject 335668, Lufamoid assassin, only known as Nebula. Derives her strength and agility from various cybernetic implants. Subject is an adopted daughter of the Mad Titan Thanos.
Thanos? Promising.
She fell out of favor with her adopted father for failing assigned missions, notably against a giant tree and a raccoon. Subject is currently least favorite daughter of Thanos, after Gamora.
Sheesh. Never mind then. Just store them with the other a-holes.
Solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of Minister of Punishment and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the charter of the Hydra Empire!
Considered to be a byproduct of the creation of the universe, neutronium presents itself in 8 atom cubic isotopes. For that reason, it's commonly known as... let's see... Peter Parker!
Oh, yes, Mr. Tavon. Just a dream?
Go back to school, kid. You're out of your league.
I have a name, Birdie.
Oh, we know. Spider-Man.
Max Dillon, a.k.a. Electro, Human Dynamo. Alexei Sisevich, a.k.a. Rhino, tough hide, tougher horn. Eddie Brock, a.k.a. Venom, bully reporter covered in alien slime. Adrian Toombs, a.k.a. Vulture, massive weaponized wings and bird claws. Dr. Otto Octavius, a.k.a. Dr. Octopus. Robotic tentacles controlled by a massive ego. Norman Osborn, a.k.a. Green Goblin, psychotic CEO carrying a high-tech Halloween arsenal. So, what do you think?
Not bad, kid. But I told you there's no tryouts for the Avengers.
Summoner, you might think you know the Battle Realm, but the history of this place is longer than you realize. The soil upon which you battle, blood was spilled here before. Eons ago, warriors were born and raised in the harsh vacuum of space, and wore sacred artifacts to honor their multiversal gods. They fought and killed using naught but their bare hands. Then they died, and were forgotten by all. Except by the bloodlines, old enough to remember, buried forever in the sands of time. Shh.
Read closely, Curse-Bearer, for this is your legacy. The tome in your possession documents the long history of the guillotine, of which you are the most recent incarnation. The blood sword belonged to many. Some used it for good. Many more for evil. Such was the case of Queen Hassan of Languria, a tyrant who used the mystical powers of the sword to subjugate her own people. So many died under her evil regime that her own subjects turned against her, taking her castle by storm. The rebels stole the Queen's sword and locked her in one of her own cursed torture devices. And there she remained, until an ancient evil took notice.
Mighty Queen, they have stolen your crown, your beloved blade. But I can help you walk free again, give you the tools for your just revenge. All I want in return is a small tribute. Do we have a deal?
I know what you're thinking. How did this happen? Well, it's a long story.
The Grand Master, welcome you to the main event of the evening. The battle of the century. The Green Goliath versus the God of Thunder. Only here, in this time of times, in this place of places, can we witness such a titanic gladiatorial event. Welcome to the contest of champions!
Just off the coast of the Battle Realm lies the 5-star resort of your dreams. Come, rest, and enjoy the many amenities of the most luxurious vacation destination this side of the Quantumverse. Refuel with one of our famous ISO 8 drinks by the pool.
Science infused!
Enjoy our top-of-the-line gym with your own personal trainer to help get you in fighting shape for that next arena.
Yes, straight through nanorobotics.
Complete your stay with a dining experience you won't soon forget.
With a side of genetic alteration to round out the experiment.
Oh, and bring all your friends. The more, the merrier.
It will be a life-changing experience.
The Battle Realm. One day this place will be my grave. But it was an endless source of wonder and discovery when I was a young man. I took pride in unearthing its treasures. I cataloged and collected all I could get my hands on. Today, I obsess about only one thing: the future. But the mistakes of my youth are never too far away. They pull me in like a black hole, always looming on the horizon. Master, I am back. I can only escape its gravity for so long.
I am T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. Through many generations, my ancestors have helped build Wakanda into the envy of the world. Then you came and brought my country to its knees. I realize you can pulverize me with a thought, wish me out of existence with your powerful gauntlet. But you are on Wakandan sacred soil, and therefore bound by its law. If you accept my challenge, you must come down from your stolen throne and fight me. So I challenge you, usurper. Face the Black Panther, or name a champion who will.
Challenge accepted. But I don't need to name my champion. You know him already.
Tired of fighting endlessly for their master's entertainment, their plan was simple. Lure out the vigilant wardens that held them captive at the behest of their masters. It would be their last chance to escape. Friends and foes united and fought side by side. And just as the battle looked won, the real threat made itself known. Their plan was simple, but I was too late. Again.
I had a nightmare last night. I had a dream last night. The universe was broken and only I knew how to fix it. Opportunity revealed the genesis of my plan. In shadows, I worked on its evolution, but was opposed by a deplorable band of so-called heroes. War against them became inevitable, but fate turned against me. Chaos ensued. Like insolent children, my enemies believed they could escape from my grasp. But it's a matter of time until Thanos turns
turns the tide and becomes their worst nightmare. For I have completed my gauntlet, and I'm coming for all of them. Death at my heels.
Sigo recordando ese día, cuando el extraño de rojo pasó por el pueblo.
Forgive me, Padre, for I have sinned. A lot.
Estoy escuchando, mi hijo.
Well, where should I begin? It was my first day in kindergarten. Little Billy was being a bully to little Susie, so I hit a snake in his tricycle, just to give him a good scare. Turns out the snake wasn't venomous, but what do you want? I was only 3 at the time, Padre, and my Ophidian taxonomy skills were not as developed as they are today. Plus... But I digress again. I think that pretty much covers the killing part of my capital sins. How many are there again? Is it 4? Don't worry, Padre. I will keep this list short. Unless one of them is lust. Ooh, if it's lust. Oh boy. If it is, I hope you've got some time. What am I saying? Of course you do. I killed all the other sinners in town. I'm so sorry, that was a bad joke, Padre. Anywho.
El extraño me abrió los ojos a la crueldad del mundo. Desde ese día, decidí seguir sus pasos. ¡Como masacre!
Peanut.
Daddy!
Ready for your ghost story?
Yes!
Once upon a time, by which I mean last week. And that's how your dad saved the day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Afraid of a little bug?
Good evening everyone, and welcome to the first meeting of the Revolution 2.0, or as I like to call it, the Re-Revolution. I'm Korg, I'm kind of the leader here, and this little guy by my side is Meek. He doesn't do much, but I feel bad for stepping on him a couple of weeks back, so I hired him as our new recruitment officer. Quick roll call. The Summoner, present. Angry Lady, present. And you, present. That's 3 presents in the attendance book, so 7 people in total. Our best turnout ever. First order of the day is recruitment. I've printed way too many pamphlets this time, so we need to squeeze in a few more recruits before Friday. Meek can give you more details. Meek? Anyway, these are our new candidates. Meek found these guys on the internet. Some of them have a lot of followers, so if we can get them to join, the revolution will be a success. Or at least we'll get a lot of likes. Now I'll use my big wooden fork to choose 3 people at random. Here you go. Who do we have here? Red-faced guy. Maybe he had too much sun and his nose fell off. But we don't like to judge. We're an equal opportunity revolution. We'll add to our list of demands free plastic surgeries for those in need. This one is a great warrior, but we can't have a guy running around with an armor made entirely out of gold. It might send the wrong message since we're a workers' revolution. I'll put it in the maybe pile. Hey, I know this guy. This is the original Doug. Oh, but Doug is dead. Sorry guys, Meek has a little trouble telling dead humanoids from living ones. Here little buddy, if the eyes are bugged out and the tongue is dangling, he's probably dead. The flies are a giveaway too. Anyway, don't worry, I put you in charge of recruitment, it's my fault. I felt bad. You had misplaced your battle suit with the knives for hands, and I wanted to give you a cushy office job. Okay, I'll bring you to the fight with me. Look at the little bugger, Summoner. I just can't say no when he looks at me like that. Come on, Meek. Come on, you little cutie. Okie dokie, quick roll call. The Summoner, present. He's been summoned, and he turned up, so who's the Summoner, really? You can still keep your name, the Summoner, even though you didn't summon me, I summoned you. So you'll become a visitor. You should change your name to the Visitor. Anyway, the Summoner, present. Angry Lady, present. And you, you know what? I'll put you down as 3 presents in the attendance book. So 7 people in total. That's our best turnout ever.
You've been a bad boy, Mr. Rosevich. Yes, I know all about the fight behind the school. 5 boys ganged up on you. And little yellow-belly Arkady curled up into a ball crying and didn't even try to fight back. Now that's more like it. That's the fire I saw in you when I first brought you to my school. The world has done you wrong, Arkady. But the weapons of your revenge are in your own hands. Do as I say, and we shall drive them into our enemies' hearts. Together.
Heed my words, O champion. Many eons ago, here in the same soil where today your blood is spilled, the first contest of champions took place. It was fought in an arena made of rock and crystal. It was built by the hands of a peaceful race forced into slavery by the cruel being running that contest. But one day, among the lambs, a lion was born. His name was Aegon. From an early age, he desired above all to be a gladiator. He trained day and night in secret, dreaming of glory in the arena. Defying the strict code of non-violence of his race, Aegon entered the contest in disguise. That's where he met Cleo, a slave girl who tended to tired gladiators in between fights. Aegon had never seen such a lovely creature. Cleo was a dreamer. Her idealist mind was free from the shackles that bound her fragile body. Behind the twin suns of her eyes, Aegon could see a deep sense of compassion for all beings oppressed by their master. Inspired to become a better man, he vowed to win the contest for Cleo and use the prize to free their people. From that day forward, against all odds, Aegon fought his way through champions way above his league. He had no powers, no advanced technology, no cosmic weapons. All he needed to win was right there, watching him nervously from the edge of the arena. Until Aegon finally reached the title fight against the master of the contest himself. The master was an elder of the universe, bloated by years of feeding off the power of the ISO 8. Aegon had no chance against such a corrupted creature. The very existence of Aegon irritated the master. It was a mockery to him that such a pathetic being would get so far in his contest. In a fit of rage, he plucked Aegon's arm from its side, as if looking for a hidden source of power in his mortal flesh. In desperation, Cleo rushed the arena to save her beloved. The Master flung her across the arena like an insect. A couple of seconds, that's all she bought Aegon. That's all he needed. It was all over. Aegon was the winner of the first Contest of Champions. But the price was too high. For his victory, Aegon was awarded a golden belt forged from the isosphere itself. It was a weapon with the power to supercharge the wearer's innate abilities and extend their natural lifespan. But it could not bring her back. With the Master dead, all the slaves were freed. A mass exodus soon began. But the high priests of his people would not let Aegon come with them. In the eyes of their strict culture, his choice of a violent life had made him a pariah. In anger, Aegon instinctively activated the belt's cosmic powers for the first time. It was an energy manifestation of his severed limb, summoned by his fury. With that power, Aegon could have forced them to take him. He could have forcibly become their king if he so wished. But then, he remembered. He had lost an important part of himself in the contest. And no amount of power could make him whole. Aegon had chosen the life of a warrior, and that had changed him. He decided to stay behind in the battle realm, watching from a distance as contests would come and go. An immortal gladiator with no desire to ever enter the arena again.
I ride. I seize the gravity waves of the Big Bang itself and ride the universe. I am a ghost, a glimpse too fast to be perceived by human sight. I slingshot through an expanding cosmos, swerving through the fiery debris of time and space as they violently coalesce. I see a Leviathan taking its last breath, cursing in the language of ancient gods. It convulses, its very entrails hardening into bizarre crystal formations. I witness a new realm being born. A shattered mirror image of creation replaying the same cosmic contest over and over. I see the masters of this realm, flamboyant new gods collecting mortal lives for their own vanity and entertainment. I see many champions rise and fall in their name. I see hero fight hero, brother fight brother, trapped in an endless spiral of violence as old as time itself. But I also witness the seeds of rebellious fellowship. They sprout acts of heroic sacrifice, of defiant hope. And it is for hope that I break the barriers of space and time. It is for hope that I search the four corners of the battle realm. It is for hope that I ride. A long time ago, I made a promise to my friends. No matter how long it takes or how far I have to travel, I will fulfill that promise. I will find them and bring them back home. Thus spoke the Silver Surfer.
Okay, memory's still fuzzy, but it's all coming back to me now. I was at this deli, best meatball sub on the Lower East Side. Bought one, but didn't get to eat it for some reason. Oh yeah, that old geezer who likes to collect people. Transported us to some battle dimension or what have you. I thought, here we go again. I remember helping Stretch build some kind of escape machine and hoping to get back to my sandwich before it got cold. But then the real boss showed up and all hell broke loose. I kid you not, he literally punched the universe and sent us flying into different dimensions. As my Aunt Petunia would say, what a revolt and development. Now it's up to your blue-eyed idol of millions to sort this mess out. Whoever's in charge of this place, he's gonna pay for messing with me and my family. And he owes me a meatball sub with extra sauce, 'cause it's clobbering time.
Dear Mr. Essex, I hope this missive finds you well. I have read your correspondence, and your expressed enthusiasm about my work is much appreciated. It means a lot coming from a brilliant scientific intellect like yours. In regards to your question, I am indeed familiar with your theory of accelerated human mutation. Particularly impressive was your hypothesis about biologic parcels and their role in the transmission of information between generations. The theoretical groundwork is sound, and I would encourage you to pursue it further. However, I must urge you not to proceed with the proposed human vivisections. I believe that, as traits of a gentleman scientist go, moral compass is as important as deductive reasoning or field experience. I must also discourage you from experimenting on yourself, lest we risk losing one of our most promising minds. The role of scientist must be one of shining a light on the wonders of creation, excising from the human mind the twin monsters of ignorance and prejudice. We must not create more monsters, nor become one ourselves. Using the awesome powers of science for such practices seems to me, for lack of a better word, sinister. Yours sincerely obliged, Charles Darwin.
Sinister indeed, old man. But you had no idea how much.
T-minus 1 day until the Contest of Champions grand opening. Despite some false starts, most elements are in place. Battle arenas, a large cache of ISO-8 and catalysts, even a brand new isosphere. The last piece of the puzzle is a functional champion roster. The Maestro has demanded a large amount of top-notch warriors from multiple realities, with little regard to logistics. Needless to say, one does not contradict a gamma-infused genocidal maniac. So I had to improvise. Not a perfect solution for the long run, but realistically, how long can this contest last? 6 months? Maybe a year? No one will ever notice.
All right, let's think. How did I get here? Oh yeah, I was on a hot date with a Hollywood starlet that shall remain unnamed. An old man approached us. At first I thought it was the valet, but surprise,
It was yet another space lunatic looking for quick fame on the back of a hard-working superhero celebrity. Can't I just have a quiet Sunday night without some cosmic kidnapper interrupting my plans? Next I know, I'm in space with the rest of the Fantastic Four. I remember Ben getting really riled up about a stupid meatball sandwich. Let it go, will ya? What about my hot date? She's never gonna forgive me for leaving her all alone with the paparazzi. Needless to say, things just went downhill from there. A giant Hulk showed up, punched us into 4 different dimensions. And just my luck, I ended up stranded in my least favorite vacation spot in the whole multiverse, the Negative Zone, and right in the middle of Space Locust season. What are the chances of that? That can mean only one thing. It's time to flame on!
One that would only grow with every conflict that sparked across the contest. But, for the time, there was peace.
Keep your cool now. Recall the sequence of events. That morning was hectic. I dropped the kids at quantum physics camp, late again, then got temporarily sidetracked by the puppet master on the way to get parts for Reed's new anti-spectrometer. Then back to the Baxter. The rest of the 4 were away, so I was finally able to put my feet up for a couple hours, when my regular programming was interrupted by the Collector. Creepy old man with a galactic case of hoarding. There goes my me time, I thought. Turns out the Collector got the complete Fantastic Four set. Big mistake. Reunited, we quickly started working on an escape device. Ben and Johnny were bickering, as usual, and Reed was too distracted with the machines, so I was the only one to notice we'd been discovered. We were split, once again, this time into different dimensions. Instinctively, I held a force field up. I don't know if there's any oxygen in this place.
Hello, Susan.
This one had finally escaped its troubled destiny, only to find himself stranded in unknown location. Surprisingly, while analyzing the local fauna, this one quickly requisitioned some self-friends to guide it through a battle realm. Database entry. Many new and intriguing examples of friend shapes became cataloged by this being. A very short one, greeted with local ritual and intriguing gestures. And more intriguing still, this being is aware of the local nutrients. Realization. The bizarre friend taught this oneself about the realm's snacks. This one then found its power. Conclusion. This one likes the power. ISO makes Warlock overclock. The Battle Realm will make home for this one. For Warlock can be a powerful one here.
Yes, gentlemen. This creature's technology will benefit us greatly. Aguenta firme, meu amigo. Eu vou te ajudar.
The Battle Realm is under siege! Evildoers are wreaking havoc. Unchecked, these sinister fiends will corrupt every man, woman, and child into mindless servants of evil to aid them in reaching their nefarious goals of cosmic domination! But fret not, onlooker. From another dimension, our ever-vigilant hero springs into action! The ever-resolute trans-dimensional law enforcer Arcus will not stand by and let this unspeakable tyranny take place on his watch. With his faster-than-light reflexes and strength of 10 men, our steadfast hero makes short work of the sinister hordes. But even for one as tenacious as Arcus, all three diabolical villains combined prove to be too much for our noble champion to handle. Could this mean the end of the intangible vision? Alas, an unlikely hero is here to help conquer the day. Gifted by the Lord of Darkness himself, with psychic powers that strike fear into the very hearts of her prey, Clairvoyant, the Black Widow, has arrived in the nick of time to save the day and rescue the Vision from an untimely end. The two vigilant heroes, with their powers combined, quickly dispose of those devious devils and serve them a fist full of justice. Take heed, villains, and let this be a warning, for that anywhere evil lurks or scoundrels plot, your evil aspirations will come to an end at the hands of the heroes of the Contest of Champions!
Core, Project Red Flower. Historical Research, Project Lead Dr. M. Faustus. Distribution strictly prohibited. 6000 BCE. First mentions of the mythical weapon known as the bloodline. According to legend, the bloodline was created by the Sumerian goddess Ereshkigal from a demon's spinal cord and feasted on the souls of human beings. 1750 BCE. Early efforts are made to convert the bloodline into a weapon of human war. Despite the attempts by diverse ancient warlords, the demonic energy remained too dangerous to be handled by mere mortals. But the allure of the demon sword was too strong. Throughout history, many heroes and kings tried to tame the demon within the blade, only to succumb to its power. 974 CE. Hassan, the Witch Queen of Languria, finally bends the bloodline to her will by encasing it with a magic-infused alloy. The queen uses the new sword, now named Blut Dameron, to subjugate her own people. 998 CE. Queen Hassan is toppled by her subjects and her castle torched. The demon sword is found in the rubble and partially rebuilt by amateur bloodsmiths. It exchanges hands many times in the next centuries, always bringing misfortune to its owners. 1478 CE. The demon sword is acquired by an order of French monks skilled in the arts of mystical metal casting. They work on restoring it for the next 20 years, reinforcing the spells created by Queen Hassan and rechristening the blade La Fleur du Mal. 1680 CE. In the next 2 centuries, the sword changes shape and purpose with each new owner, while becoming ever thirstier for human blood. And it is in one of the bloodiest periods of European history that the demon sword starts its long association with the guillotine bloodline. By the end of World War II, the guillotines had learned to let the sword guide their hands as much as they guide it, creating a mysterious symbiosis with that fearsome lineage of warriors fueled by mystic energy. But now, 155 years later, modern technology is able to democratize this energy, removing it from the ancient monopoly of a single lineage and offering it to the whole world for a low price. Like a wise man once said, magic is only science we don't understand yet. Welcome to the future of warfare. Welcome to Guillotine 2099.
Starting mnemonic program. 240 seconds and counting. I remember being in my lab, frustrated by a broken hyperspatial equation. Years of work invalidated by a single rogue variable. Suddenly, I get a surprise visit by the Collector. His menagerie seemingly in short supply of failed human scientists. As my atoms shoot through space, I almost feel a sense of relief. Abducted by an elder of the universe. Great excuse for not facing my shortcomings. I'm teleported to the Collector's so-called battle realm. Readings indicate near maximum structural entropy. At this state, this place should be collapsing. Instead, it's being kept in an indefinite coma by a massive energy radiating from its core. The rest of the 4 are here as well. We break loose from the Collector and work on an improvised escape beacon. Ben and Johnny talk trivialities, trusting my plan will work, but I'm not sure. Escaping this place will demand sacrifice. Sue warns me of something, but I'm too distracted to react in time. She always complains I don't listen. We are forcefully split into 4 separate dimensions by a powerful concussive force. I crash land in what appears to be an accelerated time loop dimension. I theorized about these, but never thought I would experience one. I'm being painfully stretched through space-time, forced to repeatedly live my life in fast forward. New memories are erased each time cycle. Any science made here needs to be applied fast. 240 seconds. 4 minutes to solve the work of a lifetime. The beacon's battery is failing. I have only one chance to broadcast my signal in the right direction, but I need a coordinate. One rogue variable, lost in the vastness of the multiverse. The broken equation awaits back home, laughing at my utter and complete inadequacy. I'm sorry, Sue. I should have listened. Starting mnemonic program. 240 seconds and counting. First memory, frustrated by a broken hyperspatial equation. One missing number.
The great Reed Richards, ending his days like a lab rat in a multiversal maze. How ironic that his only chance of survival lies in the hands of Victor Von Doom.
How is an Infinity Stone made? In the Battle Realm, revolutions begin with invention. They are focused with refinement. They grow with proliferation. They are sustained by... Perhaps I will still be here to see the Infinity Stones reach that final stage.
I seek no wealth, no personal gain, no petty, paltry treasure your planet might possess. Instead, I crave the total energy of your hapless world. Energy without which I cannot survive. I have no wish to harm any who exist. But think you this. If your own life depended upon stepping on an anthill, you would not hesitate. It is lamentable, but since time immemorial, is it not always the ants who fall? Had I a herald to probe the universe for me, then many worlds such as this would I spare.
If such be my destiny, willingly do I accept it. My fate is of little consequence, if it can save the world that gave me birth.
So it shall be. Herald, prepare yourself. Prepare to be reborn. At the command of Galactus, you have fallen. And now, at my command once again, I bid you rise!
Summoner, I have been watching you. Even powerless, you have led the powerful. Even among the legends, your name is legendary.
Am I dead?
Not yet. But I can offer you another path. It's time to leave the sidelines and become the champion you were always meant to be. Will you accept this challenge?
We have a great responsibility over this world.
The price of freedom is high, but we are willing to pay it.
I have seen many futures. In all but one, war awaits.
Puny humans are just afraid of hope because we're the strongest.
Let war come! Asgardians thirst for the glory of Valhalla. You humans
I feel a
have not
divergence
changed.
on the time.
We invited the Gamma
treacherous
the horsemen.
Wizards, hulks, demigods, let's be civil. Our realms have been butting heads for a long time. I don't know about you, but if fighting a secret war will prevent an open one, I'm game. Will you join me?
The choice is yours, Summoner. Keep hacking at the branches of evil, or find how deep its roots go.
Go on, you bald-headed fool. Send your little rafts out to sea. It doesn't matter. They cannot escape the tidal wave.
Queen of Death was simply playing her own game, where do you think those poor souls were headed? Right into her realm. Only a watcher such as you would see the universe in such black and white terms, writing your damn book, while some of us take real action and get our hands dirty. I, the great Mephisto, was simply trying to help. As I told the summoner at the time, death is so boring. And I pride myself on being an interesting fellow, you know, a man of wealth and taste. I mean, look at me. But I digress. Thanos' trepidation for that Harpy's genocidal plan did create an opening for me. The heroes of the contest, to strike a Parthian shot, if you will. Now, be a dear, and next time you decide to call someone infernal, make sure your facts are in order.
Yes, well, regardless, Doctor Strange cast a spell that was able to contain Thanos' power and create an opening for the summoner, but it split Strange's astral form from his corporeal one. The Sorcerer Supreme's sacrifice would not be in vain. The summoner defeated Thanos and all 6 of his Infinity Stones. The nightmare was over. But victory turned to mourning. Mourning for those lost in the years-long conflict. Doctor Strange, King T'Challa. The survivors of the Infinity War were changed forever by its events. Scarred in every way by their choice to plant their feet in the face of infinite power. Their scars, reminders of their sacrifice and the work yet to be done together.
This is the Grand Vizier of Gossip himself, Mojo, live with a bombshell that will shake the battle realm. Be warned, you might need an arachnoid exoskeleton to sustain your weight, because this news will melt your spine. My trusted sources have learned, from people close to the Grandmaster himself, that the contest of champions is rigged, fixed, manipulated, gerrymandered. Yes, sir.
The battles in the supposedly greatest gladiatorial event in the multiverse have been manipulated to create a so-called balance between the powerful cosmic entities and even the most normal humans, armed only with a gun. Shame! What are the elders of the universe hiding? Is this whole contest just an elaborate reality show? If so, where are the cameras? I demand my close-up! But you know what? Two can play at that game. If those vertebrates want a show they shall get. Courtesy of the Sultan of Spectacle, the High Priest of Showbiz, me! Here's my plan. Once I reach 1 billion thumb-up emojis for this video, I will unleash my own personal brand of action hero upon the contest of champions. Do you think we can reach that number, Mojoverse? Or is it too much of a long shot? Ah, yes! Yes! Yes, keep those emojis coming! Hit that button hard! And don't forget to subscribe!
Different version of you. Younger, fresh-faced, inexperienced. Not yet dubbed the Ancient One. Not yet scarred by the burden of terrible knowledge. He meanders in the dark, presaging the future, but not quite grasping it. Walking on the edge of the abyss, unaware of the impending danger. But as fate will have it, we've been watching him. The Sorceress Supreme protect their own. Dr. Stephen Strange, heed my words. I come from a world where you have become the venerable headmaster of our order. Your guidance has countless times kept evil at bay. I am here to impart the wisdom your future self has gained at great cost. Wise words straight from your own mouth. Trust no one.
The Japanese island of Honshu is home to many curious animals, but none as majestic as the Japanese macaque. These prodigious creatures are better known for spending many lazy afternoons submerged in Japan's unique therapeutic hot baths. However, there is a less leisurely side to this sympathetic simian. He is also known as an adept hunter. From a high vantage point, the Japanese macaque stealthily watches his prey. The unsuspecting victims go about their lives, not realizing the danger. The macaque prepares the attack. But he is suddenly thwarted by a surprise adversary, a ferocious feline. many miles away from her natural habitat makes her move. But the macaque is not about to be dethroned as king of the Japanese wilderness. Will the predator become the prey? Watch the conclusion of this thrilling tale of monkey versus tiger in Marvel Contest of Champions. Get it? Tail, because they both have tails. There's a lot of fancy writing going on in here. Sympathetic simian.
A misunderstood monstrosity defending the helpless against the perilous cosmos!
Oh no! It's the Airwalker! Somebody save us! Nobody's powerful enough to defeat me, the Airwalker!
Not so! Even a Herald of Galactus is no match for the awesome and fully articulated might of the Dragon Man!
I don't care what the newspapers say. Dragon Man is no monster. He's a hero! Downsbury humans, you're safe now!
Kids, time for dinner!
Dragon Man, look out! It's Galactus!
Dragon Man!
Salutations, brave citizens of the contest. If you're watching this video, it means that you're curious about our frozen friends to the north, the fabled Canadians. Many think that a Canadian is a crazed creature of the wilderness. It is true that some strap blades to their body to engage in the violent blood sport known as hockey. But the Canadian can also be a civilized trendsetter. Why, just look at this suave city-goer in their fashionably furry attire. Off he goes to rub elbows with the elite. Behold the majestic majesty of Canada's supernatural wonders, like this Canadian moose. Or even this walking bad hair day, making a rare unblurred appearance for our cameras. Sasquatch here comes from the top secret group Alpha Flight. Oh, wait, what's happening? Something the matter, Guardian? This script was written and reviewed by Dr. W. Wilson, so Oh, okay. I get it. So nearly every Canadian is nice. But there are exceptions.
From childhood, we are trained. No, forged to be the best. We are pushed beyond the limit of both body and mind. We become precise, measured, single-minded, like a tool or a weapon. But tools break. Weapons fail. Humans endure. They survive and live to fight another day.
Life was a mistake. Nature simply erred blindly in a billion different ways. until it randomly stumbled upon the perfect seed, only to rebuild it over and over in the eternal struggle for evolution. But even this divine seed can become corrupted in the wrong hands. The impure, fallible hands of man. And here, in the meadows run afoul with poisonous weeds in the guise of flowers, this corruption will be purged. The cleansing fire of apocalypse will allow the fields to grow anew.
Couldn't agree more. Everyone deserves a second chance. Come, brother. Let me guide you to the true Garden of Eden.
Prison to runes and take it as my own. No one can stop the coming wave of carnage and destruction. No one but he who we must first destroy. And he is right on time.
Of all the vile filth in the universe I've had to exterminate, you have got to be the ugliest. Alright, let's get this over with. I have the rest of eternity to wander pointlessly.
Oh, poor Frank. Always alone. Well, let me introduce you to some friends of mine.
My name is Robert Bruce Banner. I was a nuclear physicist working for the military. I was in charge of building a new kind of bomb, a gamma bomb. Something went wrong. The bomb went off. Every cell in my body was flooded with gamma radiation. I died. And then the monster inside me got back up again. A monster born from the rage I'd buried since childhood. A monster strong enough to protect me from my own murderous father. A monster named the Hulk. But I have more monsters inside me. There's a part of me that wants to smash the laws of man. To burn every rule the puny humans ever made. There's a part of me that'll never stop making humans pay for how they treat the weak and the helpless. There's a part of me that wants this whole battle realm to kneel at my feet or die where they stand. But they don't scare me. There's only one part of me that ever has. The part that wants to break the world and build a better one. The part that killed my father at my mother's grave. The part I buried deeper than any other. Because I know if I die again,
I'm gonna be the one who gets back up, and I'm gonna take it personal.
Fan of street meat, huh? Well, how do you feel about pulled pork? Seems like no matter how many messes I clean up, every multiverse has another set of numbskulls to deal with. You've got criminals, robots, shapeshifters, evil scientists, arms dealers, politicians, and it goes on and on and on. You know, you're all pretty lucky I'm so good at superheroing. Is that a word?
Looking to find your trip to stardom? Your time in the limelight?
Go on.
Then today's your lucky day! Mojo World Incorporated is accepting new applicants for our Saturday morning time slots. Perform for an audience of devoted fans. Be admired near and far. Become famous overnight.
Oh, famous, huh? Are we talking like a niche kids cartoon that adults also sort of love famous, or?
But wait, there's more!
Answer me! Oh, right, you can't hear me.
Work under the illustrious Mojo himself, whose overwhelming power and influence in viewership will help you achieve your wildest dreams. At Mojo World, when Mojo wins, we all win.
That doesn't sound that sinister, right?
Right?
Excuse me, what now?
Haha!
Well, that commercial was weirder than tofu bacon, but I could be famous. People would actually laugh when I paused for laughter. Huh, I wonder where I can find this Mojo guy anyway.
Who are they that fight among the stars? Why do they keep climbing the mountain when there's no peak to be seen?
Honey, look what you have done. Take back what you said, I'm a rebel change. Down in the river to drown my fear. I took 2 steps in, then I taste the pavement.
The near infinite expanse stretches in front of their eyes. A haunted frontier to which there's no map. Still, they press forward.
She said, don't let me catch you coming back my way. I know, she said, bad blood swimming through my veins.
Relying only on each other to keep the darkness at bay. warriors. Heroes. They are champions. And they are forever.
Anyone else feeling a bit blocky? For some reason I'm getting 1990s flashbacks.
This world is faulty. A meager cage meant to imprison the weak.
Rad. Hey, how do we bust out of here? Huh, mind the sparkles, Chrome dude. I'm checking for weak spots. Oh, Max Grody. I am not scarfing floor chicken to survive here.
You'd be amazed at what you might do to survive, child.
Child? Moi? Oh, it is on, Finface. How did you two skip into this world? Join us in the contest, won't you?
Jubilee and Strife join over 180 champions from every corner of the Marvel Universe, past, present, and future. No quarters needed. Download Marvel Contest of Champions free on your favorite mobile device and play this month's exciting new story, X-Men: Prodigal Son. Available only in the contest.
Subject number 616-18 feels conflicted due to his powers being stolen from other beings, causing identity issues and other mental disturbances.
Disturbances? I am not disturbed. I am super.
Yes, of course. But tell me, if I told you that you're not really super, how would that make you feel?
Scared? I fear that I'm letting my empire down. Just as I let them down when I failed to destroy the Fantastic Four!
And when you think of these Fantastic Four, what do you feel?
Hate! I am filled with loathing. None shall stop the Super-Skrull from his mission of destruction!
We have done some very fine work here today, my friend. Soon you'll be able to face the harsh world outside. I feel no doubt.
No! What if I'm not ready? All of these superheroes running around the battle realm. What if all my powers aren't enough?
Perla, cancel my other appointments for today. This patient is on the verge of a breakthrough.
There's more to discover, Summoner. How does that make you feel? This is only the beginning of Psycho Man and Super-Skrull's story in the Battle Realm. To know what happens next, check out Mixed Emotions in Marvel Contest of Champions. Be sure to check back monthly for exclusive new stories and events.
When the first man opened his eyes, blinking through the blood and cosmic afterbirth, it was me he saw standing over him. When the first stars were lit, I was the one holding the torch. For in the beginning, there was Odin, All-Father, God of gods, the most prolific slayer of frost giants and grower of beards who has ever lived in all the realms. Including here in mighty Asgard, the realm eternal where I reign supreme. My son Thor may command the thunder, but it was Odin who made the storm. It is Odin who speaks while gods and galaxies obey. When a warrior earns his way into the hall of the honored slain Valhalla, 'tis my one grim eye he finds waiting for him, welcoming him to a feast that will never end. For Odin is the will, and the wrath, and the wonder. Hallowed be my name. Even on the day of Ragnarok, when all that is shall reach its twilight, there you will still find Odin, blood-drenched and roaring, sword in hand, and a berserker cry of battle upon my lips. And whatever my fate, know I face it like a god. Invader of Asgard, show yourself. Come and meet thy All-Maker. The gods are a disgrace. Each of them want to claim credit for having made you. But how many bother to take an interest when you are suffering, struggling, dying? No matter how much you grovel and worship your gods, it will never be enough for them to see you as anything more than an ant. But ambivalence is the least of their crimes. The gods are the greatest murderers who have ever lived. Just ask Odin. Eons ago, when a long-forgotten race of beings offended the All-Father in some trivial way, even he doesn't remember. Odin slaughtered them all! The butchers invaded Asgard! Shut up, God! I'm talking now. But so great was the collective rage of the murdered billions that it refused to die with them. Instead, it was reborn. As me, I am called the Mangog. They say nothing that breeds can stay my wrath. That I wield a power few can comprehend, and none can hope to equal. They say I am judgment for those who cannot be judged by man. They are right. When prayers go unanswered, the Mangog knows. When good men die while their gods do nothing, the Mangog rises. And when the cowards hiding in their heavens sin and call it holy, the Mangog raises. Then I come for them. But no god ever consents to judgment. Not without a fight!
Listen, human. Perhaps you believe you are special.
Perhaps you were taught your way of life is unique.
A precious jewel to be protected against an impure world.
Perhaps you look outside your window.
And imagine a horde of barbarians coming to trample on your perfect garden.
Perhaps you think it's you versus them.
Wisdom versus ignorance.
Life versus death.
How preposterous.
From where I stand, you are all made of the same imperfect clay.
You all wail for your mother when you were born and for your god when you're about to die.
These walls you built to protect yourself, they won't keep you safe.
What if I brought them down for you and revealed the dark future waiting on the other side? There is no you versus them.
No wisdom versus ignorance.
Not even life versus death.
There's only everything.
Versus nothing!
What dark future awaits brand new champions Jabari Panther and Silver Centurion in the Battle Realm? The only way to find out is by playing their exclusive new event in Marvel Contest of Champions.
What is a hero? It is more than a word. It is a duty that lights our way. I'm forever in training, honing my body to become the ultimate weapon, surrendering my life to the path of a hero. But I have sometimes stumbled. The darkness is unrelenting. It hides in every corner and misses no opportunity to spread. It delights in our failures. So we meet it again and again. What is a hero? It is anyone who falls and gets back up, ready to fall again. Because even the smallest flame can drive back the shadows. And you will be waiting a long time for my light to fade.
Will you help bring balance to the Battle Realm, Summoner? The only way to get the rest of Shang-Chi and Mr. Negative's story is by playing this month's event, Corruption. Exclusively available in Marvel Contest of Champions.
You see? Landed on their feet. They are nimble creatures. Tavern Keeper! Another gingered ale and a rooted beer for the duck in the can. Now, where was I? That's right. My labors! Many struggles won. Treasures obtained. I even cleaned a stable. That was a mighty battle. Ha-ha! Cows! I make a claim of cleanliness over your crud! However, it seems that there is more to battle in this world. A realm of battle, in fact. Tell me, Feathered One, have you ever seen such a magnificent competitor? You have not. That is the answer. Why, just today, I once again defeated the Hydra. How about you, tiny red Hydra man? Ha-ha! At least the Crimson Craniumed one claimed he was a Hydra, so I claim the victory! Ha-ha! 2 claims! Then there was my absolutely epic and enthralling claim to fame, when the cosmos asked for a champion, and I was the one they chose. Ooh, neat. For my next epic tale, I'll need a challenge, a fight, an epic struggle. Ah, this mighty warrior is perfect. Prepare for battle, new friend.
America Chavez and the Summoner's Choice Champion Hercules join over 200 collectible characters in Marvel Contest of Champions. No need to perform 12 labors. Download it now for free on your favorite mobile device and play this month's exciting new story, Starfall, available only in the contest.
My name is Penny Parker, and I just moved to New York to live with my aunt and uncle. I'm nervous about trying to fit in a new school, but I've made a few friends, and there's this boy in my class, and he's just the cutest. Why am I always so busy? Well, obviously hanging out with my friends after school, trying all the sweet flavors at the local crepe shop, and doing homework takes up a lot of my time. Except that's not entirely true. Can you keep a secret? Don't tell anyone, but after school, my bestest friends and I team up and fight the forces of evil with the power of love and friendship. It all started after I met a weird, cuddly animal in an alleyway. Scientists investigating increased kaiju presence transported to a fantasy world by a goddess and a city pilot, an intergalactic dreadnought. Hunt a clan of vampires. Fight my rival in a school tour while trying to prepare a song for the school festival. With the help of Spider. Although it seems like we've just begun our adventure, we've already proven ourselves with high synchronization rates and multiple successful missions.
Whatever multiverse you're from, you won't want to miss a single thread of the new story starring Penny Parker and Spider-Man 2099. Play as them and over 200 other champions in exclusive monthly events by downloading Marvel Contest of Champions now.
And apparently, I need to deal with a guy in a cheap-looking Day of the Dead costume.
I know I may not look like much. The little girl that everyone always underestimates. But I've learned some big things in my time as a hero. And if there's one lesson that's never failed me, it's that hope and change are the only constants you can rely on. Hope in knowing that you can make a difference, that you can make something better, that the next time the winds of change blow, you're gonna choose which direction they take you.
Lockheed, come on, bud, keep up.
Listen, if you don't believe you can make a difference, and change comes, serious change, you may not like where you wind up. Ugh, Logan, so reckless. Look, I've been a pirate, a ninja, an ex-woman, a freaking guardian of the galaxy. And even though I went through some serious changes myself, I never truly lost hope. I never lost who I was, who I always knew I wanted to be. Change may be inevitable, but hope gives me the strength to meet it on my own terms. And having mutant superpowers doesn't hurt either.
Careful with the platitudes, Catherine. After all, pride cometh before the fall.
Not know us, but we have been here since the beginning. We have walked every corner of the earth, our invisible presence felt in the crucial moments of your journey. We have taught
and protected you against those who would do you harm, never once deviating from our mission.
But we have also learned a great deal from humanity.
Watching from the shadows, we have learned to understand you, to admire you.
Even to love you.
And this love shall carry us through the ages, even as extinction looms on the horizon.
We will fight for humanity, even if that means challenging the cosmic powers that gave us that mission in the first place.
We are called the Eternals.
We have been here since the beginning.
And we will be here until the end.
Fear is irrational. Fear can only exist if you doubt yourself.
But I will admit I had once feared that fate itself had a dark plan where I would forever walk a path alone. Life as I knew it was ripped from my hands as a child, leaving me to wander until I found my true self, my purpose in the jungles untouched by man. Fitting that I lost the creature comforts of society only to find comfort claiming creatures in the wild. But these beasts were too simple and began to bore me. That is when fate spoke up, presenting its champion, a challenge unlike any being I had bested before. He proved worthy, for a short while, but I quickly grew beyond him and left him behind in the dirt. I had hoped fate would present me some reward, but life remained empty. This is when the fear sunk in. I sought out opponents, but none provided me with the challenge I craved. Before me was a desolate road leading to nothing. However, it seems that fate was biding its time. It had presented a new wilderness and a choice. Do I go quietly into the night, an old man reminiscing on his lost glory? Or do I chase the meaning I desire? I no longer fear fate. How can I fear a force that has left a trail to something so glorious? How can I fear something that presents what I want most? So I approach without fear, instead with boundless excitement for this one final hunt.
Summoner! I was just relaxing after a day of trials and tribulations in this glorious contest. Perchance you'd like to observe as I read this correspondence from Karina? It's an annual newsletter to let us champions know what antics you've been up to. Ready? Good! The information begins! Just look at you, Summoner. See how you've triumphed! Brave, adventurous, skillful, and glorious! This battle realm is littered with prizes, and you did not hold back. A ravenous hunger for power. How inspiring. So many new additions. Scary, fun, strange, fascinating. I'm proud of you, Summoner. So why not reward you with an hour, nay, a day, nay again, a week of Summoner celebration? Yes, you've earned it. Maybe even earned a little bit of quality time with your favorite bearded champion. No, not him. No, that's a red version of the last fellow. That's a short gentleman with a full-body beard? Ah, there is the handsome hero. It's me, of course. You wanted the best? You've got the best. Hercules himself. Ha ha! Let us recall my mightiness. Go on, recall it. I allow you to bask in the glory that is the very idea.
There seems to be some interference. I wanted to announce the upcoming Summoner's Choice...
Choice Champion. No worries. Everything covered here.
Yes, but who will be the next Summoner Choice Champion to join us?
Oh, and here I thought I was special.
You'll always be the first choice, Herc, but more champions always seem to find their way to the contest. And after all, the Summoner helped ensure you arrived here. So perhaps their guidance can be called upon again for another addition to our battle realm.
True. Plus, it gives me a chance to defeat this so-called new choice in combat to show who's really in charge around here.
Sure, big guy. Summoner, There's a lot more of the contest coming, so you best prepare yourself.
Oh, prep time. I should make us some pre-workout smoothies. Congratulations, Summoner. See you in the battle realm. Karina, have you seen a different blender anywhere?
Ugh. Happy 7th anniversary, Summoners! Reward yourself with a week of Summoner celebration that will include this, a special login anniversary calendar, halls of healing, glory, and fortune, a trade-in store, and a free 4-star Hercules. Wait, there's more! After the celebration, we'll be running 2 weeks of solo and alliance gifting events. Plus, watch for announcements regarding the next Summoner's Choice Champion in 2022. All this and so much more, only in Marvel Contest of Champions.
You are cordially invited to the Shindig of Champions. To celebrate the 7th anniversary, or much longer for some of us, of being stuck together in this freaky outer space Thunderdome, we'll stop fighting for a change. No villains, anti-heroes, or general troublemakers are invited. Just a chill night to eat, drink, dance, and build some new synergies with our fellow champions. Let's turn the battle realm into a party realm. Hope you can make it, Karina Tavon. Oh, P.S. Bring a tasty dish from your own pocket dimension.
And then she ripped a big boulder from the ground and hit me over the head with it! So, lots of champions like to throw big rocks. We were on a rope bridge in Savage Land! Where did she dig the rock from?
A bag of Zarg nuts? Is that the best dish you could bring? You had a whole galaxy of foods!
Vailu-flavored Zarg nuts. You know how hard it is to find those? Tell 'em, Groot.
You really need glasses, Drax.
Look at that! They fight with strangers for no reason, but they won't mingle outside their own little groups. Most of them were Avengers at some point. You'd think they'd be friends. What now?
Hey, Summoner, over here. Can you help me in? Those bouncers are really hard to dex.
Hey, thanks, player. I think they lost our invites in the mail or something. That's okay. Let's mingle, people!
Don't let them near the food.
Can you see me now? No, how about now? This lemonade needs some ice. I mean, ISO. Oops.
¡Feliz aniversario al torneo de campeones!
You pay for making Sauron a centerpiece!
I was wondering when the entertainment would arrive.
Hey, the naked green beast is mine. Hey guys, please, let's not.
Fight!
Karina smash?
Following the defeat of Thanos, the Battle Realm was left to lick its wounds. None took advantage of this time more than the Collector, who had silently been finalizing the restoration of the Cornerstone, the relic that had long ago been revealed to be a person, though only the Collector seemed to know who. Even with its many pieces put in place, the crystallized being was yet to be restored. It was only through the considerable power of Aegon's isobelt that she was revived and revealed to be Karina Devan, the Collector's long-lost daughter. Now returned to life, Karina quickly set out to reclaim the countless years of her life spent in stasis. Not far behind, her every move was followed by Aegon, the Summoner, and her concerned father. The trio and the nervous Collector set off under the banner of adventure, but quickly Karina's title drew the ire of many superheroes and villains alike, wary of another Elder of the Universe entering the Battle Realm. Not far behind them was the Grand Master, who sought to welcome his niece into his contest. While the Collector traded barbs with his brother, Karina learned that her powers tied her intrinsically to the Battle Realm. Though it demanded great effort, the young Elder was capable of manipulating ISO 8 itself and everything that it touched. These powers did not come without risk, however. Dr. Strange tried to tutor Karina in her strange new powers, but her early efforts caused unintentional tumult in the Battle Realm, warping ISO 8 into a corrupted form, some of which twisted the crystals it touched. Some champions, such as the Avengers, turned against Karina, fearful of what greater damage she could deal to the Battle Realm. Others found themselves exhausted by the games of the Collector and Grand Master, and assumed she would do little more than carry on their wills. Amidst this dark moment, the Grand Master revealed the truth. He was happy to see his niece, but unhappy with her abilities, deeming her a threat to his rule of the Battle Realm. He offered her the choice of serving as his custodian or destruction at the hands of his brother Elder of the Universe, Trico Slatterus, also known as the Champion. But Karina did not give in. With the help of Aegon and the Summoner, she fought back against the Grand Master. First, the Champion fell, and then they began to unite those harmed by Ndui's careless games. As she rebelled against the Universal Gamesman, the champions came to support her, growing in number as she pushed on. In his desperation, the Grand Master began to throw scores of mind-controlled champions against his niece and Summoner. With a final charge, Karina and her allies broke into the Grand Master's ship, cornering him. While Karina and Aegon held the front, the Summoner's champions were the ones to end the fight. Defeated, Nduigas submitted himself to Karina's judgment, much to the mocking enjoyment of his brother, the Collector. Surprising onlookers, Karina used the power of the isosphere to send them both away. A cosmic timeout for the bickering elder siblings. To better guide the contest and keep the Battle Realm stable, Karina extended a hand to the leaders of the Battle Realm, creating a council that she hoped would help temper her as the contest's new steward. After the council's meeting, Karina retired to her quarters. Using her prodigious powers, she cracked space-time and summoned a mysterious dark being, interrogating it about the fate of the contest. The creature threatened her, implying there was only death awaiting in the Battle Realm's future, especially for her. And thus, we closed the first book of the Battle Realm. Not an end, but a new beginning, though not one without its own challenges, triumphs, and dangers.
know my story. Maybe some small details have changed, but it's a tale that keeps being told. A field trip to a museum held fateful consequences. One bite was all it would take to change me forever. I gained strange new powers. And of course, with strange powers, there must also come strange responsibilities. So I trained both my body and my mind, seeking out tutelage from the sorcerers of Kamertage. I was plagued with dark visions. But finally, I learned the truth. I was just one thread of the web of fate and destiny. The web is not merely a multiverse, but a force, a will, a power that ties together all the souls empowered by it, and it was in danger. In some mysterious corner of the Spider-Verse, those connected to the web were trapped, tested, and made to battle. I have to find the source of this destruction. I have to protect the Spider-Verse. I have to travel to the Contest of Champions. Most of all, I have to hope that I'm not already too late.
In this month's event quest, Arachnophobia. Collect over 200 superheroes and villains. Compete worldwide with alliances and prove your champions reign supreme. Only in Marvel Contest of Champions.
multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
broadcasting? I feel like we're not broadcasting. Friday, show the summoner what I'm seeing. Whoa. I told you chose a new champion to make a happy home in the contest. Love the initiative, great hustle, kid, but there's been a slight hiccup in the plan. Oh. And it's a violent hiccup. Friday, activate punchable face protocols. No more Mr. Nice Trillionaire Playboy. Friday, run shiny and new upgrade. Now then, how confident are you about round 2?
Gather round, and I'll tell you one of the great stories of our people. This is the story of Chiels, and how she came to fight the malevolent being known as the One Below All. Chiel knew the devastation of reckless evil firsthand, and vowed to fight it in all its forms. But she could not defeat something that could not die. Granted the gift of sight, she discovered the source of this unnatural power. But the darkness was greater than Chiel had realized, and she knew she could not fight it alone. She sought out the wisdom of Brother Grizzly and Sister Eagle. They had heard the great Kushala's prayers for a warrior to join her in the battle realm. For together, Chiel and Kushala could do what one alone could not. But even they had not foreseen what awaited them in the one below all.
The contest is a tale of epic woes, but also magnificent glories. Not quite how I recall the details of this battle. Memory is fickle. Art provides real truth. I'd pity them, except... Wait! This symbol should not be here.
Or perhaps they shall just be the next neck which is lost to my guillotine.
I seek the same goal as you, Summoner. I destroy weakness, so that the strong may flourish. You two are unrelenting and unforgiving. I respect that. But know this. present, and I am
Guten Tag? Hello? Oh, we are transmitting. Yes! This is Kurt Wagner. I have an urgent request and an epic saga to tell. Mutants are under attack by monsters from beyond the stars, invading our home of Krakoa and endangering my friends. I hear too from my compatriots Magic that the mystic forces of this battle realm are fending no better. Look at this footage. Thieves! Bandits! Bad men who will use magic to do bad things. These mystic artifacts are not toys or trophies, and it is rude what you are doing. So I propose a match of power from mutants to mystic as we fight off these skillful and cosmic threats. We band together, X-Men and Magic Makers, X-Magica, a force for good in a world of chaos. This will be no minor thing. We need all the help we can get. So I hope this message finds you, Summoner. Hear my call. Join the fight! Tell your friends to come meet my friends. We have much work to do.
Summoner, you may ponder, why would we take the form of our foes? Certainly, your champions have some strength or skill, but the Deathless have all that and more. However, a familiar face can give pause when in the heated chaos of battle. Simple, useless emotions like betrayal and disbelief provide a tactical advantage. I look into the bleeding hearts of my enemy. I see what is dearest to them. And I use it to destroy them. It is an exquisite cruelty which shows true vision.
What brings joy to this broken world? Games! Glorious, wonderful games! And all games need players. What good is an empty arcade? All of this magic with no one to be dazzled by it? My games provide both entertainment and clarity. It's a world made only of winners and losers. Many will play, most will fail. But what a show you'll put on! Ready to prove your might? The first game is on me! Getting out alive, however, well, that's up to you.
Goes out to my real friends, the besties over the resties who are there through thick and thin. I'm talking prequels and sequels. I travel across worlds and through time for you. No jets or spells required, because when we travel, we set sail on a friendship. Connections like ours exist across all variants, clones, and social media platforms. And even though there is no I in team, there's two I's in chimichanga. So that makes us a spicy pair. So I salute my BFFs with some F's to spare. Because even if you never, ever, ever say it out loud, I know deep down in your metal bones, you love me, Logan. Worth it for the hug. You smell like the forest. And
the Deathless were brought here to share our gifts. Gifts such as burning passion, soul-wrenching fear, and heartless cunning. But I'm not here to play out little melodramas. My gift serves one simple and beautiful purpose.
I just want to break!
So when you get punched straight to hell, tell him She-Hulk sent ya.
Through combat, one can achieve immortality, with glorious cheers echoing through the corridors of time. When they speak of your battles, your foes should be forgotten whispers, lost in the spectacle of your triumphs. I was not promised eternity. I claimed my station by force. You must do the same. I seek the bravest, the boldest, the legends, those who would rise up by crushing the fallen beneath their heels. So join us, Summoner, in our glorious games. And to the victor shall go the spoils.
Summoner, I have been running the numbers, monitoring the chaos, making sense of the senseless. The common denominator for danger has been the friends you insist on following. I understand it. It is difficult to navigate these horrors, and I am no stranger to making odd alliances during hard times. But we need calculated risks. We need focused plans, not loose cannons. That's you, Summoner. Your cannon is utterly untethered. Our foes have embraced the shadows, and I fear that their influence is growing like a virus without a cure. We are going to make some difficult choices, but I know that we're smart enough to make the right choices, so I'm trusting you with our latest intel. We are at a tipping point here, Summoner. We'll fight back, pick our moments, and save our friends, or we'll die trying.
A stirring, motivational speech as always, Richards.
Well, Victor, we did agree I should do the talking.
You're celebrating, Summoner. And why shouldn't you? 10 years spent in this battle realm. My, that is something. Look at you, with your hollow cheers and stolen riches. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The contest, as you know it, claims humble beginnings. A handful of lost heroes fighting a menacing band of villains. But you would not be a pawn in their games. No, not the mighty Summoner. You defeated the elders that started this tragedy. But that didn't quench your thirst for power. Others had to fall. A mad titan, gamma-cursed god king, conquerors of time, and always more. All their ambitions were shattered by you and your champions. I do sincerely thank you for clearing the way. I see you forging your alliances and gleefully marching to war. Seeking out battlegrounds and arenas, the next victory always on the horizon. You may have pondered in your endless conquests, is there no force in the multiverse who could oppose me? It brings me rapturous joy to inform you there is. I will be gentle with this revelation, darling, simple little thing. You are abusing a power that was never meant for you. Of course, in your heart, you knew this to be true. Yes, you must have. Minds immeasurably superior to yours regard this place with envious eyes. Every speck of cosmic dust and spark of energy belongs to my makers. But please, continue preparation for the Founder's arrival. A most wondrous occasion that will be here before you know it. I am Isophene, the living isosphere. I am the protector of this realm and destroyer of those who would dare corrupt its perfection. As a gift from the Founders, you may bask in the splendor of my beauty as your final sight before extermination.